My normal forehand grip, middle finger mostly on the rim, index finger, I try to bring it on top of the middle finger nail, and then the thumb is right here at the moment, and the rim is a little bit behind this knuckle, which I don't like. So then I slide the thumb forward a little bit, which gets the rim in front of this knuckle. It feels like it can slide out more cleanly that way.
I missed recording one throw from each, but the stats will be in the set. Starting out with my normal grip. So I broke 800 spin with this one. I recently made a change that got me to start breaking 800 more often for the first time. I'll make another video about that separately. But for reference, Jake Hebenheimer threw my tech disc 69 miles per hour and with forehand, and his max spin was 787. Also, I should have brought a target to put up on this net because I'm not used to throwing at a net without a target, so my launch angles are probably not going to be very consistent. Also, I'm trying to throw flatter, but I mostly threw hyzers on forehand for a long time and neglected learning how to throw anhyzers without rolling over the wrist because I was prioritizing working on my backhand, and my forehand was serviceable enough when I needed it. Anyways, I can now throw anhyzers and flat with the forehand, but when I'm going for max speed, it's easy to revert to too much hyzer. So when I saw this throw, I started trying to do less hyzer.
Alright, this is my first time ever throwing with this grip. I've only held it in my hand before.
Here are the overall stats for my normal forehand grip. My average wobble is not bad, but it's not amazing. I had a couple ones that were higher than usual with wobble, but I also had a really good 2.5. I'd really like to get my average wobble to be 5 or below. I think that's really good. Even 8 wobble I think is manageable, but you're starting to get close to a decent amount of flutter and extra turn happening because of it. Of course, you have to get your wrist on plane to have a good wobble, but whenever I warm up with the tech disc, I throw some forehands as well, and sometimes I mess around with my thumb position, and it feels like there's certain thumb positions where the thumb is not as deep into the flight plate, or I move it forward even more, that might get me lower wobble, but I haven't done a more careful comparison, so that's something else to look into.
3-finger stacked forehand grip.
I've never seen or heard about this grip anywhere. I just randomly thought about it and decided to try it.
The very first thing I notice is it feels like with the extra fingers there's so much more surface area friction that makes it grip more. So I wonder if I'm going to late release it. It also feels easier to like support the wing with the extra fingers that are going deeper into the bottom flight plate. That last one felt like it kind of stuck a little bit longer before coming out, and it really lowered the spin. I kind of thought the spin might be higher actually with a feeling like that. Because on the back end when I grip lock sometimes I get more spin.
Here are the stats compared. So surprisingly, it's not that much worse, despite it being pretty weird. The three finger grip was more nose down on average, but with my regular grip, I don't have a problem throwing nose down. However, I don't really think about the nose angle too much with the forehand. And I think I remember seeing with my normal grip when I've tried different thumb positions, just a little bit here or there, that there's a correlation between nose angle changes, but I'll have to see in future tests about that.